water, but bottled in Monster.
Well, Chris, how'd that fight play out compared to your expectations going in?
Pretty close. Pretty close what we thought. We felt. Can I cuss on this? Okay. Yeah, we watched a lot of tape, especially his last fight with Anders. He started to circle more and try to be more elusive with the southpaw. So we had to guess. I said it when you guys asked me before. He's either going to come forward or he's going to circle outside to the right. Because of Jack Hermanson, everyone's like, okay, just circle to his right. And you know what? Jack Hermanson was right. That shit worked. And people keep doing it. So Nate Pettit has been, one of my coaches has been really, really big on, me not having to force every moment of every fight. I don't have to, be pushing every fight. It's okay to back up, move your feet, get some jabs. Not everything has to touch. And for this camp, Nate and Eric both have been really big on not everything has to land. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm fucking weird, guys. I watch a lot of cartoons and movies and shit. And I came up watching Power Rangers and Rocky. So in my head, everything has to be choreographed, perfect in a sequence. So when I start doing things and it doesn't look perfect, I get discouraged. I don't look like Apollo Creed. And I'm like, okay, you know what? It's real life. It's gonna be messy. And especially this fight, they were like, okay, let it be messy. It's fine. Let it be fucking messy. He's messy. It's okay to be messy. So it worked. It went the way we thought it would.
A lot of pundits also, when they break down Marc-Andre's fights and his skill set, they seem to say he makes the fight slow and ugly and it frustrates his opponents in there. So was there anything in there that you got overly frustrated what he was doing, or did you just have the perfect game plan for him?
I felt fine. So a teammate, one of my good sparring partners, Devin, what's your last name? Is it Goodell?
Goodell, yeah.
Devin Goodell my God, he's like a Dricus Duplessis level of effective spaz. To where, I don't, you don't understand how, much I've been struggling and sparring with this man. And it's just, I don't know, what the fuck he's doing. I'm getting standing hammer-fisted and kicked, everything. It was a miserable, 6 weeks of camp. But Devin was the perfect person for this because, sometimes he's moving towards you, doing weird shit, grabbing your head, push you in the cage. Sometimes Devin's on his back foot running around. It's been 6 weeks of just me, finishing practice. I don't know what the fuck happened. And you know what? It worked out. Turns out Devin's a better Marc-Andre Barriault than Marc-Andre Barriault. So thank you, Devin Goodell. It's fucking, I had the perfect partners for that, so that worked out nicely.
Were you surprised at how aggro the Canadian fans were here during the fight?
Jesus Christ. You guys don't get UFCs that often, and I can tell you're fucking feral. We're sitting there hitting, I think it's first round they're booing. He's already bleeding. We're landing shit. They're like, boo, boo. No one's hemorrhaging blood. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? We are 3 minutes into a fight, and they're like, boo, no one's dead. There's no bones. Canada, you guys, I love Canada. I fought here for years. I had so many fights here. I fucking met some of the greatest people I know in Canada. I love this place. I've always said this is my backyard, man. I may not be Canadian by birth, but I put my bones in here. I fucking love you guys. I represent you at a time. But my God, Dana White, please come back here because these people are rabid. This entire week, I've seen nothing but insane Canadian fans. Hell, seeing Sean Strickland this week with Canadian fans, I'm like, I don't want to be famous because this is scary. There's people at the press conference. So I'm sitting there, someone's talking, and the fans we love you, Sean. Yeah, I'm like, cool. And somebody's like, Strickland, tell us what to think. And I'm like, holy fuck. I have never heard that before. You guys, I'm like this. Yeah, again, he's laughing this is how fascism starts. Tell us what to think. I was scary. All right, so you guys are fucking fans. So I fought in a lot of places. This was probably this week is probably the craziest just shit I've seen. Canada, you're probably my my number one crowd, sweat crowd so far. You guys are just wild.
So does this mean you want to come back?
I love fighting here, dude. I fought for Z Promotions for forever. I fought, I did Vancouver. I said in Vancouver sucked and I shit the bed. I'm sorry. And I said Canada, hey, I owe you a better fight. That one was on me. Good job, Nasruddin. I was like, next time I'll come back here. I will put on a fucking banger for you. And I tried. So next time you're back, fucking bring me back, bro.
Did you walk out to Edge's song?
I did. Thank you. I was like, you know what? Who is from Canada that I know? I was like, oh, Edge is from Canada. I was like, fuck yeah, I like Edge. You guys like Edge. Is he from Ontario?
He's from Toronto.
Oh, Toronto, yeah, I saw that. I was like, hell yeah, Edge. Someone in this crowd would be like, hey, that's Edge. So yeah, I'm glad somebody got it. There's some kids laughing when I came out. So somebody got it. I think it was worth it.
So you also do the Randy Orton pose.
I do, yeah. Well, it's Randy Orton like Frank Zane combined, but yeah, I was originally started off Randy Orton. So like, once again, I'm a giant child and I like choreographed things. I'm sorry.
Appreciate you.
All right, Chris, how has this fight week been? Just being on the same card as Sean. You talked about, like you said, like I don't want to be that famous and all that. Like, how is that part of this week for you?
Oh man, so. A while ago, what fight was that? I was talking to Eric Nixick about this. We were at a fight. We're talking about like, man, how fucked up would it be if Sean Strickland becomes world champion and everything? And then like a year later, Sean Strickland's world champion. And we were always worried about like Sean saying and doing terrible things. And before we were like, well, no one cares really about Sean right now, so it's fine. And we laughed like, ha ha ha, if he becomes champion, it's gonna be messed up. And now he's champion. And now he's saying weird shit and like. There's a contingent of people that are mad. Then there's a contingent of people like, yeah, I like that. So now we're like, oh my God, this is real. This is real. Like, it's so crazy that it's weird for me, but it kind of like, not to sound weird, but it warms my heart to see like this dude. God, I'm rambling, I know. I wish you guys would have seen Sean when I met him. And like how much of like a freaking like weirdo loner he was. He's still Sean, but he's opened up a lot. But to see the support he's gotten and the love he's gotten this week, and I know it's weird for him, but he's accepting it. But like as somebody who's kind of been through the trenches with him, it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen to like see him be embraced, and he's loved, and like yeah, like guys, Sean's an idiot. Like I love him to death. He's a brother, but like Sean's an idiot. I know he rubs people the wrong way. This week I've seen it, but at the same time, man, like you guys don't like I know he says shit. But if any one of you was in trouble, like I don't care like what he said, he'd give you the shirt off of his back. If you were in danger, he'd be the guy to jump in the fight or take the bullet for you. It's just the way he is. He'd never tell you that, but I've seen him do it. So it's really cool for him to see like him to just go from a guy to people are starting to see like he's fucking rough around the edges, man. He's like sandpaper and like just I don't know, rough shit. I don't know, porcupine. But he's a good dude, man. Like this week, it's been really cool to see like people embrace that and start to say like, hey, you're not perfect, but like you're a decent human being.
Back to you getting the win. There's got to be a sense of relief, right? You talked about the Imavov fight with the no contest. You go back a fight before that with Gaslam, the fight that I think some people felt like you should have won. Is there like a bit of weight off your shoulders just getting a victory like this and going out there and getting it done?
Thank God I shaved my beard because like I wish you guys could see the amount of gray that I've been getting from just being stressed. Like I have this weird thing in my career to where I'll go on like 8-fight win streaks and then shit hits the fan, like everything goes wrong. I was like a 10-fight win streak, then PFL happened, that sucked, and then I got another win streak, and then Hermanson happened, Jack Hermanson. But I'm sorry, I'm joking. I like Jack. He's a good dude. That was me being a dick. I'm an emotional human being, like sue me. But it feels good to get back in that column, man. You put so much stress on myself. And I think this camp, I got to thank my coaches and my teammates because I have had breakdowns like 3 times this camp because I stress myself so much and I want to be perfect. And I'm kind of, Nate Pettit and Eric Nixick today have told me like, it's okay not to be perfect. Like there's beauty in the imperfections. So just kind of accepting that like, go out there. I don't have to change this because some asshole on the internet said this is what I do bad. Like, no, go be me. Like, I've got 43 fights. I've won most of them. I've been fighting for longer than most of these people talking shit to me have been MMA fans. So I know how to fight. Some days are going to be worse than others. It's fine. But go out there and be me. So, like, being able to get the win and do that is I can't explain the weight that gets off my shoulders, man. Like, as soon as they announced my name, man, I felt 100 pounds lighter. It was just like, it was the fucking greatest feeling in the world.
Just last one from me. Do you ever have time to like reminisce? You got 5 wins in the UFC now. There was a point when it didn't look like you were ever going to be in the UFC. You retired. All these things have happened, and here you are with 5 wins. Like some fighters don't even get 1 win in the UFC.
It's funny because before this fight, it would have been no. The answer would have been no. But Nate and Eric are definitely like my spirit. It's not even just Nate and Eric. It's like Nate, Eric, a gift, my boxing coach, even like I am drawing a blank because I got punched in the head for a while from a conditioning coach at the PI who, why can't I remember his name? Nate, what's the Australian man's name? Gavin, thank you, Gavin Pratt, yeah, conditioning coach at the PI, yeah. I've had so many people kind of act as like my coaches and like my like mental coaches as well. And one of the big things since the last fight has been slow down, enjoy the moment, enjoy the small things. You know, we thought we'd never get here, and now we're ranked and we're one of the best guys in the world. So I'm starting to enjoy it. Who's winning?
Looks like Magny's winning right now. Oh, and in this round.
was beating him up 2 rounds, and now he's done it.
Is this third round?
Yeah.
Chris, right here. When you talk about the craziness of Sean's fight week here, at this point, would you rather be on the card with Sean, or would you rather kind of watch the chaos from afar?
I don't know, man. Like, it's... I'd rather not be around the screaming masses because that shit's scary. Like, when the guy jumped on the stage, I almost punched that kid. I almost roadhoused that kid off a stage. Like, and I'm deeply concerned that of a panel of fighters, no one else stood the fuck up. I'm like, maybe I'm just from Ohio, but like if someone runs towards you, you don't know, like you hit him. So it's about that bothered me. So like the insanity's been just one thing. But on the flip side, from being here, I get to see all of you have to deal with it. And like, man, he's just been fucking reaming you guys. It is crazy. Did he win? Did somebody lose?
Still going.
Might be getting finished here.
Magny's finished?
Neil Magny just won.
Oh, fucking Magny. Oh, eat your words, eat your words. So I like Neil Magny, sorry.
One more from me. Mark was looking at you as his ticket to the top 15. Obviously, he didn't cash that ticket. What makes sense for you now? Are you going to be looking up the rankings, or are you cool, fighting another fighter who's trying to break in?
Like I said before, man, like he did say like I was his ticket. A lot of people buy tickets that never cash. Like that shit happens all the time, man. People call me a gatekeeper, whatever. I'm like, cool, bro, but you still can't come in. Like if I'm the gatekeeper, you still don't get to come in. It's fine. So honestly, I don't give a fuck. I make a decent amount of money now. So I'll just gladly keep beating up people who want to come in. Like I'm 36. I'm not really like my best friend's the title holder. I'm like, bro, my life's cool. Like I'll gladly keep beating up people who want to come in because every time I win, my check goes up. All right. So like, fuck this. I'm here to just beat people up. Like there's nothing else. I don't know. My aspirations are strange, man. I just want to fight people. Like I don't want to worry about the politics and the other shit. I just want to beat people up. That third round was the most fun I've had in a year. All right. Like, excuse my language, but I've always told people I'd rather fight than fuck, man. And like that was like better than fucking right there. Like it was a great fucking moment, guys. So like if I can keep doing that and they'll keep paying me more, then fuck it, why not? What else am I gonna do?
Chris, Anthony Hernandez, who's ranked one spot ahead of you in the rankings, he needs a new opponent for UFC 298. Ikram Alaskarov. Out of that fight they announced tonight, is that even something you?
When is that?
That's February 17th.
No. So this is the newer, smarter, older Chris Curtis. We're like, hey, we just had a hard camp. Stop jumping back into fights right away. That's what got me fucked over with Imavov. I was upset about the Gastelum fight. And hey, my entire team was like, you probably shouldn't fight. My manager, Lance, called me. Harrison House called me. He's like, hey, man, let's take some time off. Get your head together. I was like, nah, man, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go do it. And I went in there and got like just shit the bed. So no, we're not going to fight next month because we're going to be smarter than that this time. I will see you guys in like probably about 3 months.
I didn't really think so, but I figured I'd ask anyway.
No, the answer would be yes, but you know what? I'm fucking stupid, and I keep doing the wrong thing. So today, we're going to play opposite day and not do that shit.
Chris, I know you're happy to just like collect checks and have fun fights, things like that. That kind of worked out well for Sean. Do you see yourself, maybe just accidentally falling into a title shot someday?
Can I fight Sean?
Would you want to?
Fuck it, dude. He tries to kill me for free. I might as well collect a big check for it. Like, guys, understand that, like, we are real. He's like a brother to me, but he's also tried to murder me, like, in practice. He's tried to murder me outside of practice. We've been kicked out of, like, 3 gyms for fist fighting each other. Like, so this shit is going to happen regardless. I might as well get paid. So, yeah, I would fight Sean in a heartbeat. He would try to kill me, too. It's fine. But, like, if he wins, he probably would win. Motherfucker's huge. And I wake up, I'm still way richer than I was. So, screw it. At this point, I'm just trying to fight things and get paid. All right. Love you guys.